Hi guys, again vlog number 2. Team pushed me to record to do another vlog today and didn't have any ideas. So I was thinking, and we're gonna talk today about is what is the thing that got me into the outdoors, and the answer is wildlife photography. So I started wildlife photography when I was during my high school years. So I was like 16, 18, yeah, something like that. Basically, my father was doing photography. I remember the nights he organized projection of East Apple. That period, that time, we're still having a film photography. We didn't have any digital cameras. It was nice to watch all the pictures done by him during the night. It was like a film, you know. It was scrolling all the pictures. It was not boring, but I think it's having that experience and pushed me to the photography. But why I got into the wildlife photography? I always been interested in understanding and studying the animal kingdom. The wildlife photography was the way out to get close to the animal. The only interest that I had in my mind was I want to get close to the animal, just because I want to understand everything about the animal, like how it's behaving, the difference between the different individuals, and I was really attracted. After high school I studied veterinary medicine. I was spending a lot of time on the mountain trekking, actually trying to capture the wild goats on a mountain. Okay, the start was not easy because my father got me a Mamiya. I remember it was a 300mm lens that was manual, so the focus was not easy at all. I was struggling that. Plus, there was the film, all the pictures with graved on film in the Apple. There was the period, we didn't have memory cards, so it was on film. When you finish your pictures, you took your film and you bring to the studio, and the studio was there to develop your film, and then I chose always the Diapo. So I went back to home, project my Diapo on the wall, and turned this, and maybe I got a good picture. So that period of time was crazy because you're waiting the studio call and say, we got your Diapo, you can pass and collect. So during that time, you were thinking, I hope I got a good pictures. Today is instant. That you take a picture, you just look in on the screen if the picture's good. I don't know if it's a different approach, but during that time, I had a lot of reflections. It was not easy because it was not easy to take pictures like I wanted, like all the wildlife big photographer that I was reading and watching on a documentary. So slowly I upgraded my equipment, and I got my big lens when I was working. It was a huge investment. It was really expensive. I had a Canon 200mm, but I really dreamed to got my 500mm. So what happened and why the wildlife photography was really interesting for me? Organize a trip into the outdoors. That was the best things that I was so attracted by that. You have to organize your equipment, you have to understand which area you're gonna go. And there was always this big question mark. Am I going to find animals and situation where I can get close? So it was a good training. There we go. So this has been my lens for most of the photography wildlife photography that I've made. So when you get this, you are a wildlife photographer. Not really.